Hey guys, welcome back to the Independent Investor Channel. We're filming from New York City, New York. It's really good to be with you guys again. With all the volatility in the stock market, I thought I would come out with the KISS acronym as it relates to investing, because I guess over the last couple weeks, I've heard nothing but noise, both through the news media and through every other YouTube channel out there who seemingly wants to inject emotion into the stock market. And on the Independent Investor Channel, we absolutely look to drive out all emotions in making any investment decisions. Guys, welcome to the Independent Investor Channel. If it's your first time tuning into the channel, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Help us support this community, this movement of people that we are building to put in control of their own investment lives. All right, guys, I'm going to use the KISS acronym. As we all know, it's keep it simple, stupid. I'm going to walk you through and kind of explain something very, very simple to kind of help you guys stay grounded through this volatility. If you start to get involved in a lot of the emotional undertone of the news media, you're going to be lost. You really are. And you really need to stay close to the vest when you're making decisions with regard to how to navigate this particular stock market. So we're going to talk about the keep in KISS. KISS, the K stands for keep. And what I mean by keep is to stay on course. You have to stay on course. If you're going to enter into the stock market, you have to put yourself on a plan and you have to keep yourself on that plan. All right? You have to believe in your plan. All right? And a lot of what we teach on the Independent Investor Channel is to understand the underlying premises as to why we put yourself into the stock market in the way that we do. Okay? And there's a very strategic method. It's a very unique method. And quite frankly, it's in the minority as far as the method or the preferred methods that's typically that's deployed by individual investors. All right. So you want to keep and believe in your plan. Focus on the long term. Okay. So many people want to talk about, well, the market's going down, or Facebook's getting crushed, or whatever's going on in a particular stock market. It's all short-sighted, all of it, all right? And this is all too often where a lot of the ad media plays into people's emotion with regard to mixing short-term decisions in the stock market at the expense of long-term goals, right, guys? So the very first thing you can do is keep to your plan. Stick to your plan, all right? The next thing is the I in KISS, all right? The it that we refer to in Keep It Simple, Stupid is investing, all right? And on this particular channel, everybody wants to know how to invest in the stock market if you're new to the stock market. Keep it simple, all right? Investing, right, can be done in thousands of different ways. I contend on this channel that there is really one way only with regard to the fundamental pieces. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, Ryan, I don't know what stock to buy. You're overthinking it, all right? There's a few things that you have to do, all right? And the number one most important thing that I advocate all too often, and it's the most overlooked and underappreciated and underutilized tool, is the actual account that you own. The actual account. Most of you guys out there have a 401k through your work, or maybe you have an individual account. But have you ever heard of a self-directed account? Guys, the benefits in that account are going to allow you to tax protect money against the eventual government stepping in and taking capital gains from your account when you look to retire. And also the wealth accumulation, which is what we talk about on this channel all the time, by eliminating fees in that account. That's the most important thing. All right. So investing properly, keep in mind, we didn't talk about one single stock in that. If you're sitting there and you're thinking, man, this guy's talking about investing being super simple, and that's one of the biggest roadblocks that I find is people's self-deprecating idea about themselves, right? Spouse one is working hard, spouse two is working hard, so they come up with a bunch of false justifications to put their money to sleep with the financial planner. And as I teach on this is one of the worst things that you can do. It's planned failure. Anytime you seek somebody out for a service, make no mistake about it, you will in fact pay for those services over time. And depending on the amount of time that you have invested with that financial planner, that impact could be upwards of 6 figures, all right? Now, the S in Keep It Simple is to keep it simple, all right? Now, what my advice is all the time, and I get questions, I get inundated with questions all the time. I love the questions, I love to answer them, I love to help. But a lot of the questions I get are when to sell, when to buy, when to do this, when to do that. And it's so funny because it kind of speaks to the undertone of what you really should be doing, and that is nothing at all, okay? Nothing at all. Guys, once you get this program put into place, the hardest thing to do, I guess what human instinct tells you to do, is that once you put it into place, that you have to somehow massage it, or you have to somehow tinker with it to make it work better. Guys, it's not an engine, okay? You don't have to maintain it to keep it going, okay? Once you get these accounts started and you get these long-term passive assets, quality assets in way of blue chip stock investing, dividend investing, right? Things I talk in depth about on my catalog of videos, or passive investing using ETFs or index funds, right? Once you get those investment vehicles put inside that account, you don't have to touch it. So the hardest thing for a lot of people is to work really, really hard and get things started and then leave it alone. And that's the simple piece to keep it simple, stupid, all right? Now, another thing with keeping it simple is to eliminate the noise. Eliminate the noise. I love having my voice on the Independent Investor channel because, quite frankly, I don't have an agenda. Would I love my channel to grow to 100,000 subscribers? Sure I would. That'd be great because I'm reaching more people. But unfortunately, I find that a lot of channels have some self-fulfilling prophecy to build their channel up at all cost, right, at the expense of the investor. And I tell you what, if they're playing into a pulse to somehow scare people into thinking that they can buy the dip or pull out of the stock market so they can buy at a better price or buy on the lows or time the market, guys, none of that's possible. It's impossible. So why are so many people trying to sell product or sell YouTube videos, right, that kind of get you all emotional and second guessing, right, why you do what you do? It's wrong and it's misleading. And a lot of people out there who are new to the stock market will buy right into that, and it's really, really unfortunate because eventually, hopefully, you learn the errors of your ways and you do it right, my way. It's right. Guys, you can argue with me all you want. The way of investing is the proven way of investing, not some person who sits across from you who doesn't know squat really about investing and telling you should somehow panic your way out of the market, right? Or sell Facebook because it's down 10%. That's absurd, all right? And the last part is the stupid part. And I don't mean this to be aimed at you guys. I really mean it to mean, and I've been stupid in the stock market. I really have, because I've made stupid decisions in my investing career. I think a lot of people who invest in the stock market, you're gonna make mistakes, and that's fine. But I think the fundamental piece that is the takeaway from this video is to do not stray away from what works. And what works is long-term passive assets. Keep your investment dollars invested in the stock market. Add to it where you will. Allow the compounding effect to work, guys. And that is where we keep it simple, stupid. Guys, if this is your first time tuning into the Independent Investor channel, I thank you for your viewership. Subscribe to the channel and share this information with anybody out there that you know. The younger that we can reach to get this information in the hands of, the better off we're all going to be in building a community of self-directed investors. Those investors that invest my way. They start the account, they add long-term passive assets to that account, and they let them grow over time unobstructed without the distraction of a middleman stepping in and taking those long-term profits. Guys, leave your comments at the bottom of the video. I read through and respond to every one of them, guys. Thank you again for your viewership. I really appreciate you tuning in today, guys, and good luck in your investment future.